Y'all know I have
big
a
plays. Tied up,
Y'all know
splits
I
the
have
double
a bullshit.
with 8. She's going to get a shot over. He's got it. Are you kidding me?
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Scotty. I'm here with my guys, Brian, Shane, and Mikey. Listen, we're just going to go right after it right now and talk about the elephant in the room. Mikey, what the hell do you have on right now, bro?
On him.
He's got on greatness. He's got on greatness. That's what he got on.
Listen,
Really? Greatness. This weekend?
I wasn't
Greatness?
even gonna go there.
Did y'all win a game yet? Like,
Yo, yeah.
Ooh.
like
Ooh.
Scotty
Let me be in the middle. Let me stay in the middle for a minute. Hold on. I'm 0-0 as a New York Atlas fan. I'm 0-0.
I'm about to say.
0-0.
Like, you're supposed to be on this train with us right now.
Nah.
he jumped off.
Y'all got that.
Scotty shaved
Y'all got
his
that.
beard,
That's crazy.
W, man. Like,
That's
he tried to do anything
crazy.
that
Split
Yeah,
the
Scott-
house.
Scotty
Yes,
already
I'm
got his
ashamed.
playoff beard on the floor. He already put his playoff beard on the floor.
Oh,
If
my
I shave,
God.
maybe the Woods will get a win.
Yo,
Hey.
Mikey, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to lay it all on the floor right now. Like, just tell me what the hell happened. You went from being an Atlas fan to a Redwoods fan and back to the Atlas. Like, come on, dog. What made you change that? And why are you
Let me get my
water out
press.
of a can?
Let me get my press table on with the sponsorship can right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
State New York, welcome.
So
to
what
the
happened
Redwoods.
was,
There you
what
go.
happened was, right? I just wanted to be a hometown fan, right? I saw the Redwoods coming to California. I live in California. I've lived here for 18 years. I'm about it, right? I wanted to be a hometown fan so bad. But what I didn't realize is that being a Cali Woods fan makes me a Redwoods fan. And I'm just not a Redwoods fan. Everybody got the like it's cemented at this point. Like if you started off as a Woods fan, you're a Woods fan. And I guess I didn't realize what that would do to me. Just not being, because look, I'm an Atlas guy. That's just how I started, and just my heart wasn't in it, man. Like the lows of the Redwood season, I was like, I don't feel these lows, and I also don't feel like I would feel the highs. Like it just kind of is what it is. I was like, I want to feel something again, even if it's the sting of defeat. I just want to feel something. So I had to go back to something that I feel.
There's been no highs if you're a Woods fan. Just saying.
I can't stand Diggs, bro.
Hey, there's some highs if you turn off the TV at half.
Yeah,
There's a lot of highs. It feels great.
When the PLL got its location, Diggs contacted me and was like, "Yo, you trying to switch teams, bro? You trying to switch
Swap
teams?"
teams.
I was like, "Nah, man, I'm loyal." And Diggs made this crazy video of him grabbing the hat, by the beach and everything.
I did.
Who did the video of reversing it and you put it?
That was my best friend. That was my best friend that I grew up with on the block, bro. The dude that gave me my first stick, he fried me.
Chef's kiss.
He fried me.
Chef's kiss.
I saw that went. Nah,
he warned me
because
I texted him. I was like, here's what I'm feeling, man. What do you think? He was like, all right, bet, but I'm gonna cook your ass on the internet. I was like, all right,
as he should.
Whatever comes.
Yeah. I mean, that picture I posted too. I was like, that's exactly how I feel, man.
Yo, that was hilarious too.
This man tweeting like a wide receiver. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I saw the picture. I was like, there's no way.
That is crazy. Oh,
I always got my head
out.
down because it's always snakes in the grass. You never know, man.
You gotta get a couple hashtags in there, like long live Pookie or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Nah, you do the hieroglyphics. Cam Newton.
Yeah, the Cam Newton hieroglyphics tweet.
That was funny.
I wouldn't know the first thing about tweeting like a wide receiver. I've been morbidly obese since like third grade, bro. Ain't nobody being a wide receiver over here.
Team thick boys, offensive line.
Bro,
you don't get to touch the ball.
Yeah. They didn't let me play Pop Warner football in 6th grade because I exceeded the weight limit.
Yo, that's why I didn't play Pop Warner.
That's crazy.
I couldn't play with my skinny friends. I would have.
And then
I'm not being 10 playing with a 13-year-old. No.
The other league I played in, they didn't let me hold the ball. They made a rule that I couldn't hold the ball because I was over the weight limit.
Oh, so you could play, but you couldn't hold the ball?
Yeah, I couldn't hold the ball. But I was the punter too. So
that's crazy.
No fake punts, bro.
Were you booming? Were you booming the punts?
Yeah, I was an asshole. I would hold the ball like you're supposed to hold it hot dog, but I would hold it burger.
Bro, you netted 8 yards on every punt.
Right.
That's crazy.
I had a boot, bro. I had a boot. I can't even get my leg above my hip anymore.
Man, I held it like a quarter pounder with cheese and punted it.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But speaking of,
Yo, I just thought of the longest yard when you said
Dog, that's exactly what it was.
I got the fries that'll cross your eyes.
I got the burgers.
I just got
the
burgers.
burgers, man.
Oh, man. All right, yo. Speaking about being cross-eyed, this Maryland Atlas score had me messed up, bro.
Wow, what a segue.
You've been working on these, Scotty, because these are good.
He said, speaking of cross-eyed.
You put some effort into that one. I was like, where's you gonna go? You gonna call Shane cross-eyed? Because that ain't right, bro.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was like, where's he going, man? You saw me go.
Yeah. Me and Brian ain't cross-eyed because we got glasses. That's why we're not cross-eyed. So it had to be Shane. Anyway.
That's
what
crazy.
About this score,
That's
Scotty?
crazy. What I do? Why catch a straight?
I had to. I had to lob it to you, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But okay, yo, we were texting about this game, bro. We was about to turn this game off within the first 5 minutes, man. And then the Whip Snakes just clawed their way back.
Bro, the lacrosse guys was like just hollering at me. They said, Brian, you get too excited out here. We need to calm you down. The state of Maryland back on me again. Like it's like lacrosse, it's like college lacrosse season. Like when that was it 2 years ago when Syracuse lost to Hopkins and Maryland in the same year, and the state of Maryland just like wouldn't leave me alone. Like
state of Maryland, the whole state.
Bro, my mentions during this whole game, bro. I'm just like, we gonna come back though, because I'm thinking it's gonna be like the Woods. I'm like, dude, we gonna come back. We're gonna come back. Game keep happening. All of a sudden, Jeff T don't touch the ball. We're not gonna get the ball to Shelley. Every midfielder now all of a sudden is running the offense. I'm like, dog, what is happening?
TJ Malone was handling them.
Bruh. But the crazy thing is, what but it was like, it was just an even. They just like everybody did their thing with the whips. Like I can't even front. And I tweeted it out that morning because I was feeling something. I'm like, yo, Levi Anderson, he about to be what they need, and that he was what they needed. Like it was just, I don't know. It was just like one of those things where a really good team plays a team that's like it's like we got to get back up here, and we just gonna listen to what Brian and Dick said. Like, do it up the announcer. Like, just completely ignored me. He's just like, you know who you are, one person. Even though two of you said it, I'm just gonna skip over the first guy.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I can't.
He goes, you know who you are. He's like, call him out. He said, call him out. He goes,
I said, call him out.
No, you are, Diggs. I was like, wow.
That's the homie, though. So I'm gonna have to tell him. Say names next time. That's not just me.
I'm from the place you went to school, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
that's right.
That's crazy.
I was like, wah.
Did you guys notice that the people who were producing most for the Whip Snakes were all rookies?
That's really interesting.
Chorus,
like the Outlaws. Yep.
Who's the other dude?
Chorus, Poitras, Anderson, and of course
TJ.
No, it was damn. What's his name?
Yeah, Levi was handling too.
W. Hold on, I texted Kyle about this because I couldn't believe it. Hold on, what did I say?
Yeah, they was looking like the Outlaws out there, just like all the young boys.
Winkoff,
yeah.
He wasn't playing bad either. Yeah, all those Turks rookies were kind of doing it.
In my defense, everybody I mentioned when I was talking about they can't beat anybody, that was none of them. Those weren't the people that made me look stupid. It was the rookies that just said, Brian, nah, we just got here. Let us cook.
Yeah. Levi was out there basically going, I got something for y'all today.
That swim on Danny Logan, bro, was so disrespectful.
Yo, it was so clean. I hate how his gloves flex. It was clearly should have been called, but like it's a pro award, right? Like he can't beat him anyway. He didn't have to.
Yeah. No.
I've never seen Danny Logan get beat that clean ever. Joe Keegan probably shook. Joe Keegan's dodge anyone except 91. That's his best recurring tweet. He's probably so much right now.
He had to put that back in the drives.
Yeah, my fault. My fault.
Levi Anderson playing so well, right? And me being a Redwoods fan, I'm like, damn.
Right?
Damn. Like, how did y'all feel watching him? Like, you know that he could have done that.
Yeah, we didn't even give him the opportunity to do it.
Not even a shot. Like, nah, we good. Like so, you got a little bit of. It's like a little bit of. Like you looking at that, like what is it, that meme of Wolverine looking at the picture, like
Yeah, in the bed.
And it's Levi Anderson in a full swim on Danny Logan.
Yo, Brian, you should have tweeted that, bro.
Bro, I should have with the Canadian flag in the background.
Yeah,
that's absolutely a fire meme. But I think we absolutely just saw the start of Liam Enterman.
You think so?
See, that was the silver lining. That was the silver lining for me. Yo, because it was like, so I forgot. I was talking to somebody, and I was like, it always felt like it was just like Tim Charter was just there, and the moment he messed up, you know, he's like,
yeah.
And
like,
I was like, we're just gonna keep going until he's hot.
Yeah. Then the moment that you had a little bit of the sizzle, like, yo, yep, that is his spot. That boy, Liam Enterman until 2035. Like, this
right.
is my spot.
It's also tough for him getting into a game like, you know, a game that's already starting to spiral out of control, like halfway through the game, trying to get back into the game. Like, I felt for Liam, because I was also like, damn, dude, like you're getting these minutes, but it's like, who knows how different the game would have been if he had started the game and was able to kind of get into the flow, into the rhythm and the pacing of the game. Like, I understand that, you know, you're a pro goalie, you should be able to do whatever you want. When the game starts, you should be locked in no matter what, where you are. But for him, like, his first game happens in July, like, or a late June, like that's tough. That's tough, especially like your team's winning, you're playing against some dogs on the Whip Snakes, especially the rookies. Like, I mean, he's technically seen some of those shots that season. So I don't know. Like, I would be interested to see how he looks if he gets to start the next game, and how different that Atlas defense feels with him in cage, just like commanding the defense, making saves. Because even the saves that he did make, I was like, oh, it's like he never left. Like, I was just like, I literally saw this a couple months ago, and it was just money. Beautiful, beautiful goalie play.
Whoa.
Okay, you're saying it like, is there? Go ahead.
Liam Enterman now leads the PLL in save percentage. And
yeah, because he had like 6 saves. I
think he had 4 saves and he allowed 2. But Diggs, I'm gonna give you a second, and because I'm pretty sure I have a light-skinned friend from San Diego that said the best Pressler decision was to keep Troutner in goal. Do you stand by that still?
I was right when I said it. Period. I was right when I said it.
I was right until I wasn't.
Yeah. But do you stand by it? Do you still stand by it, though?
Do I think Troutner should be playing over Enterman at this point? No. I mean, we knew that was inevitable, right? When you got a guy who should have won Swaroton sitting in the backup, sitting on the bench, like, obviously we're going to see him at some point. My point when I was saying that was, when a goalie is hot, you don't pull him. So at that point, you don't pull a hot goalie just for like, oh, I have a good rookie on the sideline, let's put him in because he's a good rookie. You don't do that. That's what I was saying. Like, okay, the best decision he's made thus far is to keep Troutner in that. I was right when I said it.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially PLL
games right until now.
Yeah, PLL games get too close.
Until Troutner's not hot. Then you gotta go.
You can't just pull somebody either. Like in general, I mean, it gets especially in the PLL, like 2-pointers. I was like, a 4-goal game is a 2-shot game.
Yeah,
like really, like that's all it takes. So it's like, there even this game, it's 4 goals, like 2 shots. Now all of a sudden you're tied. Like either way, it's way too, like, I don't even think that there's a goal differential unless you're at like 2 minutes left and it's like 6 or 7 goals. I don't think there's a goal differential that I, as a coach, would be like comfortable saying, all right, let's get some more guys in. Like, I'd still be panicking basically up until 30 seconds left. Like, please make the right play. Please make the right play, because these boys will go up and they will get a goal on you if you're not careful.
I was messing around when I said I wasn't messing around that Liam Enterman has the highest save percentage, but like, that's a BS take by me. I was just pulling away.
He's seen 6 shots. That's why.
Yeah. I'm like, shoot.
Great.
Did you guys see the battle between Baptiste and Nardella?
Yep.
Yeah. But that's how their matchups go a lot of the time. Because when last time he was healthy, Nards was healthy, I think Trevor went like 60, 70%. So that's usually how their matchups go, that one of them, they don't split 50-50 as much. A lot of the time one dominates the other. And that's kind of just how it is. Because like, I didn't watch it and be like, oh man, like, because you know the social media take like Trevor's cooked. He the last 2 games, like he lost TD and the Nards. Like sometimes it's just how it is. Like these are great face-off athletes.
Yeah, Baptiste.
Like, we forgot.
Baptiste had the last 2 games have been rougher for him. Like, but we're holding him to the Trevor Baptiste standard, and he's also.
You didn't face off at 80%. You suck. Like,
right?
Yeah, imagine.
But I mean, below 70%.
Let's
get
say
somebody
the
else
last
in
2
there.
games, though. I think it's like 55 and 45% though for him the last 2 games. But mind you, though, they're also against TD and Nardella.
Yeah.
And like after week 1, I'm pretty sure he was at like a 95 face-off percentage. Like nobody expected him to stay there.
Like almost like you need a face-off athlete.
I gotta take we were walking on the same ground right there, Brian, because I was like, I gotta take, is the face-off back?
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Okay, Shane's saying this. I think you're saying this because the Redwoods have a face-off guy, and we're like that. Like we're just bad.
There's out of the 4 games we had, okay, 4 games we've had, only 1 team won the face-off and won. Only 1. So the let's look at it, okay? Chaos wins the face-off 52% to 42% versus the Water Dogs. Water Dogs win. Redwoods win the face-off 72%. 72% to 27%. Water Dogs lose. Okay? And Archers win the face-off 59%. Archers lose. So only three teams won the face-off and lost. Only team that won the face-off and won was the Whips. So I don't know. I don't think so. I think, like, obviously you can't not have it. You can't not have it. But at the same time, is it as big of a difference maker at this level than we think? I don't know. I think
that's the better point, because you said it this week, but then you go back 2 weeks ago, Zach Tucci 75%, 4 points. He's the reason why the Cannons won that game, right? So I think that's the better point, is that it doesn't matter as much. Because remember, like the days of Kyle's when Trevor was at Denver, like, yo, we're gonna make it to the Final Four national championship because we're gonna win everything. I'm completely blanking. The dude that played at Delaware, like that year that Delaware made it to the Final Four, Smith. Was it Alex Smith?
No, Woodward?
No.
Smith.
Smith from Delaware that year that Delaware made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, it was 7.
Like the college, it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it because we're winning every face-off. There's no shot clock. So I think then it matters. So I think, to know what you're saying, I think sometimes when we're thinking about like that face-off part, it's like the old school that we get the possessions and there's no shot clock. So I think now it's like, all right, cool. Trevor can win 80%, but we're gonna get the ball back if you win in 30 seconds anyway.
Yeah, 100%. I think like even last week, or not last week, but the week before, when Joe Nardella won 100% of the face-off X, they still only won it in overtime.
Yeah,
they still only won in overtime. Like it theoretically, if the face-off X is as important as we think it is, is as important as it is in other levels of the game, college level, high school, club, whatever. If it is as important, that game should have been a blowout. It should not have even gotten close to a face-off, to a overtime win for them. But at the same time, like, I guess the opposite can be said. Like, they lost all the face. I mean, to prove my point, Water Dogs lost almost every face-off and still took it to overtime. Like it's still possible to at this level, at this league. I think, they like they say that, you got a face-off goalie or a face-off guy and a good goalie, you're good to go basically for every team. Like you can handle your own in between. Everybody else can be a role player. In the PLL, I think it really comes down to your goalie. Like it really, really comes down to your goalie. If your goalie's just disgusting, and I think we're going to see Liam Entenmann start to separate from the pack a little bit once he gets like more of a flow of the pro game. I think then it will start to change the game because everybody else, I would venture to say probably 90% of the people in the PLL are probably shooting at within, 3 to 4% efficiency to each other if they get the same amount of touches and they get like the same kind of looks. Like all of them can shoot fast, all of them can shoot accurately for the most part. And as a result, like, because, again, like we said last week too, moving in that amoeba of a defense, if you leave a first team All-American for a Tewaaraton winner, and that person has to leave another first team All-American, and that person has to leave a Team USA MVP, like it turns into a shooting gallery, right? Like somebody's just there, the shots are just going to start to come. So if you have a freaky goalie, just disgusting, I think that's more of an indicator of your success. And that's partially why I think that I saw somebody tweet this thing about who the Redwoods need to trade off. And it was like, they need to trade Rob Pennell. They need to trade Romar. They need to trade. I was like, I kind of agree.
Scotty?
We'll get there. Hold that.
I saw the same thing. I got takes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see that.
I gotta find it.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys got your takes, but let's move on to the next game.
Yeah.
Boston versus Utah.
Bro, I had thoughts about Utah.
Utah lost to Boston. Boston was reminiscent of the Golden State Warriors in this game with all these 2 bombs, shooting from behind the arc. That was crazy with all those shots coming from how far is that 2-point line?
17, I think.
No way.
Yeah.
It's 17.
Yeah, I think it's 17, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. However far it is, Brett Dobson was getting lit up from the 2-pointer. And Matt Campbell.
Dog.
Dog.
Matt Campbell was him.
Yeah.
Matt Campbell was him.
The first 5
period.
points for the Cannons. And just watching him shoot, I'm like, nobody's going to stop that thing.
That's what he does. If only he didn't go to Villanova, who plays behind freaking Flow TV. But I'm gonna go on a tangent. But keep going. Sorry, Scotty. I'm gonna go on a tangent. I'm sorry.
When I was working the PLL All-Star game in Louisville, I landed in Louisville. I'm outside waiting for an Uber, and I see this guy sitting right next to me. I'm like, yo, are you waiting for an Uber too? He looks like he had a PLL backpack. He's like, yeah. I was like, you just want to go in the same Uber? I wasn't familiar with who Matt Campbell was, We get in the same Uber, and I start talking to him and chatting him up, completely unassuming. Then when he puts on that helmet, they didn't care.
Right.
The mask on. They didn't care until I put the mask on. And then I'm like, I'm sorry, Matt Campbell. I was not familiar with this. I was not familiar, especially after he had a performance like this. That game was crazy. He's what I want to see from Romar almost every week. Like a catch and shoot type of guy from beyond the arc, because he can do it. But it's just, for some reason, every single topic we're talking about, it keeps on going back to the woods. I don't mean to do this. But Matt Campbell had a damn day.
He sure did.
And on the flip side of that, because Matt Campbell got touches and they were running through him, why was there I feel like there was a 1.5 stretch where Tom Sharper didn't even touch the ball. Or was like just putting it around the horn. He's not stopped. Like,
I'm trying to only 30 touches, man.
I think
he's 30 touches.
I think he's banged up.
Man, the goal he had didn't look like he was banged up. He looked like he was the best player in the world. Because I'm watching this, everything you said about Matt Campbell. Why is Tom Sharp like?
To be fair,
Grant Ament, cool. Connor Phil gets his touches. Like all of y'all, cool. Tom Schreiber, Team USA, Captain America. Like going. I wish I should have timed it, but in my head, I feel like from the start of the third quarter all the way up to like 8 or 9 minutes in the fourth, I'm like, he hasn't really touched the ball. Why is he going so long without touching the ball? And it's like the weird thing with the Archers offense, because they have so many dudes that can be that quote unquote party starter by themselves. But it's something that I feel like this whole season so far has just been stretches where it's just like I'm going to do it. And for whatever reason, Tom Schreiber's been this season, been the one where he's like not getting touches. Even Karkat mentioned it because I think he's getting 4 or 5 less touches a game. Like, nah, not him.
Interesting stat, though. Matt Campbell had 6 points on 39 touches compared to Tom Schreiber's 2 points on 30 touches. So Matt Campbell, I think it's just like, we also have to understand, like, while we have these expectations for these guys, like as pros, like some days he's just not going to play well. Some days you're just going to just like play like
Tom Schreiber in a whole nother. I don't put him with like most other people.
We shouldn't. I mean, we do we say that he is better than most, but like, I mean, 30 touches, 2 points. Matt Campbell shows up, 39 touches, 6 points. Like, I don't know. I think the touches aspect is such an interesting stat because it's like, wow, you're really slinging the rock out here, but also like you're efficient as a player. Yeah. When the ball touches your stick, you're making plays. And like the passing stat too, that one's sick. I like that's an interesting idea. Like 32 passes, 39 touches, shot 42%, 6 points on 42%, two pointers, 1 goal, 1 assist, 6 points. How's that possible? Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. I was gonna say like my math was off there, but yeah. 39 touches on 32 passes. That's pretty crazy. Marcus Holman getting 52 touches with 3 points. Like, I don't know. Like, I think for Tom, he just needs to. He's got his game coming down the alley. Like in my opinion, he's so dynamic, and he basically sealed the championship for him last year. But it's also like, it's June, late June. If he has a bad game or two, or a game where we don't think he lives up to the standard that we expect, which by the way, he still had 2 points. He wasn't unproductive, but I don't know. I think I can allow Captain America to have a bad day. And if 2 points is a bad day, then I can live with that.
And he had a late box season too.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in that playoff run. He was leading Toronto in points for a lot of the season. And we've seen with Chaos, I mean, they regularly go 500 and make playoff runs. So
yeah,
he'll heat up.
Yeah.
I don't know yet how much value I put on the touches yet. I mean, I like the stat, but I don't know how to like really read into it yet.
I'm with you on that.
It's new.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was looking at it, but I don't know. Does it directly correlate to scoring or efficiency? I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of like Klay Thompson getting 60 points on 11 dribbles. Like that's a crazy. That's a crazy to think about. Like you scoring on as minimal, like when the ball touches your stick. That's like basically, if I'm a coach and I get halftime stats and I see, for example, Grant Ament has got
his stats ridiculous
on 10. Yeah. If you got 4 goals on 10 touches, what do you think I'm gonna do? Get that boy the ball.
Yeah.
Get that boy the ball.
In my own words.
Yeah.
Get that boy the ball.
Get that boy the ball. I don't like that's an interesting. I like the stat for that reason. So like, all right, is the ball just moving? Is the ball moving through him? And it's like obviously contextual to, when you watch in the game. Like let me see for a second what it looks like for Atlas. How many touches? Yeah. Schellenberger had 34 touches. And Jeff Teed had 34 touches. They shared the same amount. Schellenberger had 2 points. Jeff Teed had 5 points. But that also leads to what we already know is that Jeff Teed is efficient as an offensive player. When the ball touches his stick, good things happen. And that's proof there. Same thing goes for Connor Schellenberger, 34 touches and 2 points. Now, the question is, we see some people that should not have, in my opinion, that's Peyton Cormier. In my opinion, Peyton Cormier shouldn't have 38 touches.
Dog, you were hating on Peyton Cormier.
Let's go. We can go back to that, man. Shady, they're like, he can't play the PLL. I'm like, dog, he's not a midfielder.
He's been for 20 minutes.
It's the quintessential pro lacrosse thing where everybody can't play attack, so you have to run through the midfield. He had his first. He's not a midfielder. Yeah, exactly. Everybody can't run through the box. And your point too, Shane. Maybe I'm just tripping because I'm looking at the stats now. Because Schreiber had 30 touches. He had the second most touches. A-Man had 35. So so I maybe I get Joe Keegs on there. That could be one of the guests to come on there and explain the touches and explain the touches stats to me. Because it didn't feel like he had that many touches, but he did. Yeah. So I'll take the L on that one. Maybe I'm just tripping because he had the second most touches on the team. It just didn't feel like it.
I was trying to get a good guess for today, but I didn't get a solid answer in time. But
if we could get him, man, I'd 100% love to know that stat. Plus other stats that I know they're tracking that may not end up on the website. Something that would be like really interesting to know about, like
advanced stats.
Advanced stats. Those are cool. Yeah. Peyton Cormier should not have that many touches. If we're watching it, like he's just not that. In my opinion, he's the leading goal scorer in college lacrosse history, sure. But when we watch how he gets his goals, he is not a shot creator. He does not create his own shot. And the PLL is filled with people at all positions who can create their own shot. He is a catch and shoot kind of guy. Even Xander Dixon, who is a quintessential catch and shoot kind of player, can still create his own shot in a lot of ways. He's a little bit more mobile around the crease. He could still make a lot of different plays than Peyton Cormier. Peyton Cormier is more static. He's more in one spot. And if he can't get through one or two people, which he was doing really well at Virginia, he doesn't score that well. He doesn't score that well at all. And this was obvious. I mean, when I was watching him, I was just like, like some people games just don't transfer.
Yeah. Scotty, you rolling your eyes when he was talking about Xander Dixon.
I'm not rolling my eyes, but I do think
your shoulders
for him, though. I mean, listen, Chris Cloutier was able to do it, and I think they played.
Chris Cloutier was way
He's a bucket,
more.
Though.
Way more.
He's a bucket, though.
What are we doing?
No, but Peyton.
What are we doing?
You compare body size and thinking that I'm talking about play style.
Oh, so you think you Chris Cloutier? That's what you're saying.
What?
Like you Ben Affleck? You think you Chris Cloutier? Is that what you're saying?
Why are you saying Cloutier like that? Cloutier.
Because that's how you say it. It's not Cloutier.
He's French Canadian. Isn't like French Canadian? Yeah, don't have to. I don't need French Canadians all up in the mentions.
I might fuck around and say Cloutier, bro.
Yeah, I don't need pictures of poutine in my mentions.
They take that French real serious.
Nah, man, I don't know. I think.
Peyton Cormier only had 8 touches. He had the 11th most touches on the team. Shane, what are we talking about?
He shouldn't have that many.
Shane was ready.
He should have 8 touches.
Nah. No, but the point
in college history, but
the point I was trying to make is that if I'm looking at the stats and I see 34 touches for Peyton Cormier, if I see 34 touches for Peyton,
Danny Logan.
Don't care. Danny Logan is an accident. That is exactly where he's supposed to be. If you don't catch the ball, like for his play style, he should be catching the ball, shooting the ball, right? That's his play style. If you got 8 touches, you ain't scored yet, I'm pulling you, bro. You got one job. You can't create a shot. So if I'm putting you out there, that means your job is to catch the ball, shoot the ball, and score the ball. I need 100% on goal, and I need it on the least amount of touches possible. You need to hang around that crease, set a pick or two, cut off that ball.
Bugging.
I'm telling you, that's what I need from you, because that's what I've seen from him, because I have not seen him create his own shot. So if I see that Peyton Cormier has 34 touches and he's still not scoring the ball, even 8 touches, I'm disappointed. I'm like, what are you doing? You got one job. That's what you do, baby. Catch the ball, shoot. If you can't do that, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I feel like you have so much repressed anger from your youth days. Like, I feel like that's a coach telling you.
I told you,
all you do is box out. You can't shoot. You can't pass. You can't dribble. Just box out.
I feel like Patrick Ewing going like, have you shot that shot?
Yeah. Do you work on that shot?
Do you work on that shot?
Nah, bro. So much repressed anger in that.
Nah, dude. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. And if you go back into the history books and you watch a UVA lacrosse game from like mid-season, everybody else wearing normal shoes. This man got on basically Sharkleys with cleats on them, and it pissed me off anytime he wore them. Everybody wearing white cleats, he wearing Sharkleys on his feet, and it made me mad. I was like, what are we doing with those,
man wearing
bro?
Swingmans. He wearing swingmans in the paint.
When I find the picture, I'm gonna send it to y'all. It's probably good as you want.
That's Canadian, because Graham Hossack does that in the NLL. He wears the shoes.
Graham Hossack, look, let me tell you something. Right now.
In it, man.
He
like
can wear whatever he wants. Ain't nobody gonna say a word to him.
I'm not saying a word about Graham Hossack. The Hat Man is afraid of Graham Hossack, brother. I ain't want nothing to do with that, man.
Canadian's different, man. Canadian's different. They don't care, man.
Cyborg, dude.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
I don't even want to look Graham Hossack in the eye. Something will happen to me.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Hossack. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you, brother.
Bro, if there was anybody else besides Graham Hossack in a Bane costume, bro, everybody would have violated.
Nah, bro.
Everybody was like, yo, this is hard. When let
me see that, man. I'm in here with the Planet of the Apes like this. Nah, bro, I don't want nothing to do with that, man.
Yeah, you good, baby. Man. They don't care. Yeah. I'm here to play lacrosse. I don't care about that else.
Nah. Yeah.
Shane talking like he knows how to coach lacrosse. So, Shane, why don't you be a coach of a Redwoods and tell us what we need to do to get this right?
You know what? Okay.
I'm going to just sit back and relax.
I saw this tweet, okay?
Yeah, go ahead and hit you, Brian.
Yeah. Please don't say anything, because I don't want to hear you laughing in the background.
I would be about to for that.
They're about to say something that I think a whole lot of people have thought about, but just have never actually expressed it.
You know what? And you know what? It's okay. I will be the person. I'll be the bad guy, and that's fine. It's fine. Okay. I think offensively, looking at this roster here, okay. Rob Pennell went 0 for 10.
JT put him on the island of misfit toys.
See ya. It's been real, brother. It was great when you left the MLL and you came to the PLL. I was pumped for you. It was awesome. Your time is up, young man. Your time is up. I appreciate you. Go ahead and head to the bathroom. Go ahead and clock out for me. Thank you. Okay. We good, brother. We good. You good at lacrosse? Let's end it where your legacy is still somewhat untarnished. Let's do that. I got you, brother. Go ahead. Romar need to go somewhere else. Not that he's not good. I think he needs to be under new management. I don't know which management yet. Yes. Okay.
That's tough.
I don't know if I'm on board with that, Coach Shane.
Okay. Let's talk about two players who have left the Redwoods and started and begun to flourish.
That's not because of Romar, though. That's not because
I'm not talking about Romar. It's not because of Romar. I'm not talking about him and his skill set. This man is an elite player. I'm talking about where he goes and how he will be used and who he's around. He needs to be in a completely different environment than where he's at right now. 100%. We saw two people similar to him in size and skills, very similar, not the same, but similar, go to completely different programs and begin to flourish. Miles Jones, as soon as he left, he started this year. He's having a great year, in my opinion, from last year. And Perk, which we haven't seen in last game, but when he was there, we were both like, I was like, there we go.
Low bar.
That's what I expect. Okay? Regardless.
Low bar.
Regardless.
Oh, wait.
Dude,
anyway,
wait.
Scotty said
now he's
that's so fast.
And guess what? That's still 100. He actually scored twice. That's still 200% better than what he did last year. So yes, when he's under different management, you need to be in a different place. Okay. Sometimes you might be, hey, we're all flowers, and some of us are in soil and some of us are in concrete, and you need to change your environment to be able to grow. Go ahead and clip that. Thank you. So next one.
This man.
Next one.
That's a great.
We got to keep.
I think he said Views already a classic. Stop, Drake. Stop. Views is not a classic. No, it's not. We can have that discussion another time. No, Views is not.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. Views is for sure a classic.
No,
is nothing worth the same with a classic?
Yes.
No? Okay, all right, just making
That's
sure.
Best album.
No. We agree. We are in agreement. I just had to make sure. All right.
Brian's wild in the corner.
Jay
Wait,
has
Brian, what did you say?
You don't have a. I'm not an Aubrey fan, but you. So my thing with classics.
Then why? All right.
Jay got the best verse on his album. What are you talking about?
Who?
You
$500 million. I got a pound cake.
You just
this upside down cakes.
Sean
Give them a red nose. They clown cakes. That's the best verse on the whole album. This should have never let you round cake.
No, he said I'm not a fan of Aubrey.
Yeah,
look at my neck. I got a carrot cake. That's not the best verse.
I'm not.
You just New York, bro. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of y'all, New York. Yeah.
This man said, I'm not. He said he came on, said he was Aubrey-ator. It said Jay-Z, average Jay-Z versus the best one on Drake's best album. That's crazy.
What does that say about Aubrey? Jay giving throwaways.
No, what does that say about you? I say nothing about him. What does that say about you? You want how
a throwaway verse from Jay
this
is better
man.
than every.
Lord, forgive this man.
To the Two Americas part of the podcast, we'll go back to talking.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this a different time.
Yeah, we'll talk about this.
Bet you really think he got all bricks back. I bet you think he really got them all back. Anyway, so Jared Degnan needs to stay. Okay, that's good fresh blood for that team.
I love Degnan on the Woods.
I love that. I love that. Okay, think Charlie Bertrand needs to calm down. Okay, you're doing things. I haven't seen you do in a minute. Let's calm down. All right, just because you're playing pro don't mean you can start doing all kinds of good. You're not Ryder, brother. I don't care how much you play with him. You're not him. Let that man do it. Ryder gets the free pass because it's him and he's freaky. You do whatever he wants. Okay, Ryder. I'm on the fence about. Ryder might have to leave. Ryder might have to go somewhere else. Okay.
Yo, did you see Mike Manley troll him? By the way.
No, I didn't see that.
He did like the Caitlin Clark flipping thing where he's like when he over exaggerates. So Mike Manley, it was hilarious. It was funny. It was like I forgot. This is Deja Carrington that did it to her. Yeah, that did it to Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I went to high school with the Carrington family. That's a funny story. I had no idea that Dejanay was famous until she popped up.
Is she related to Dylan Carrington?
No.
No? All right. Well, is that a generic last name or no? I'm just pulling shit. No?
I don't know if it's generic, but I went to high school with her older sister, and I think her older brother. Her older brother was a wideout at Oregon too. He was nice.
Athletic family, man.
Yeah. Their dad played in the NFL, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shane A. Smith, keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Jack Kelly, need to go. I don't know who they're going to trade him for, but he need to go. I need someone else.
Agreed.
Okay? That man is Swiss cheese, in my opinion. Every time I look at him, I'm like, man, shot goes up. I'm like, yeah, it's about to go in. It's about to go in. Man went 53% this weekend. I'm good. Westberg is a good look. I think Westberg needs to be around someone like I think Westberg could be Kieran McCardle if he had someone like Mikey Sowers next to him. I think Westberg's got great hands. I think Westberg is disgusting, but he needs a real solid ex-attackman to move the ball to him. We can keep him.
So he need to be on Archers. He need to be a great aimman.
I think he would be money on with Grand Amen. I think that's a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Nakai Nakai could be cool. I don't know. I kind of like Nakai there. That's fine. I think we could get more production out of him if he had, people who are cool with playing a role. And I think that's the reason for Atlas's success, in my opinion, is that everybody is cool with playing a role to be successful. And if you got too many people trying to do too much, that's when you get into trouble. Shots that shouldn't be had, people trying to do too much. And that's why I said Bertrand needs to chill out. Because I'm watching him take some shots. I'm like, hey, brother. Hey, you went 1 for 5, brother. Let's calm down. All right. You could probably get 3 for 5 typically if he's taking the right shot, but you trying to get everything off. It's too much desperation in the air right now. So I think out of those, I think we could trade for a couple of those. And then I'm okay with it. Chris Gray, I'm unsure how he really fits. I don't know if he really fits.
I need to stop running him out the box.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They need to figure that out. You gave him
somebody on your attack
and then ran him out the box.
Yeah. There's somebody on your attack that's at the tail end of their career that needs to not be taking Chris Gray's spot on the attack line. Just gonna say that.
I would agree with that. For as good as RP3 is, I would agree with that.
Yeah, it's not against him. It's professional sports.
No.
Look at Eric Law. Look at Eric Law. Eric Law's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Where he at? Because Xander Dixon worked so well with Teton Schellenberger. It's nothing against Eric Law.
Nope.
Let's say it again.
But it's true, though. It's true. Yeah. There's only so many teams. There's only so many spots. And you need to be successful now. There is no building like there might be for an NBA team, for example. It's just not there. You have to be successful now. There's too much talent for you not to be. But I think defensively, the only person that I really like on that defense, I like Brian Tevlin as an SSDM because he's dynamic. He can play SSDM, play some LSM. He's a dog. Chris Fake is okay. I don't mind him. And then Jared Connors. I think everybody else we can go wholesale for. Someone else. Other than that, Arden Cohen.
Someone said Arden Cohen is Eli Apple.
Oh, that's savage.
That's what somebody said. I'm not gonna say this person's name, but it was mentioned, and I laughed very hard at that.
That's what
he said. Savage.
And then Chris Conlon. I'm okay with you going somewhere else. Like we just need Chris Fake. Yeah, that's the only one. I'm like, yeah, you can hang out.
But Holden Garland is good too. You give him a few more games
for sure. I'll give him a couple games. But
where is Owen Grant? Is he on the side of the milk carton somewhere?
He got hurt. I think he got hurt with the Warriors. And my guess is that he's probably going to sit out until the Worlds for indoor. The indoor Worlds are thinking
what is he on
next
like
couplet? 6 weeks?
The PUP?
Yeah. Yeah. Or I get confused how the PLO.
Yeah, how they do all that. But
with the labels and stuff. He might be an IR.
I've been dying to see this dude with a pole and field, man. He's so good.
Yeah.
Just need to see him play.
It's been a tough journey with being a Redwoods fan, man. And I know I was drinking a little beer when I was watching this Redwoods game. So when I start drinking a 1 or 2, then I start tweeting too. And I was tweeting from the heart. Bro, I was so
I was kind of surprised you would let them fly to Scotty. I was a little surprised.
Because it didn't come out like butter. You know,
I said, Scotty don't care, man. Yeah, you was tweeting your black Air Force Ones, man.
Getting the Bryce Young tweets off.
Man, I've been holding it in for so long. been holding in for so long, and I'm gonna keep on being an optimist about these Redwoods, man. But there comes a time to be real, and when you're watching the Redwoods play, it's like trying to make a fire in water with 2 wet logs. It's just not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. And
Crazy. That's a crazy.
last weekend, I'm watching them. The offense is just stale.
Yeah.
The offense is very stale. It's hard to watch.
Shane said it. He basically wants to bomb the whole damn team.
Y'all saw what Westberg said?
Yeah.
He said everybody want to come out here with clipboards. Okay, then that's what we're gonna do. Damn, fried all his team.
But that's 2 ways though, right? You take that 2 ways. That's
right.
Like either the clipboard is either we want to get, structure everything and that's not working, or the clipboard isn't really coming out well enough. Which one is it? Like,
I took that to mean all of his teammates want to come to the huddle with a clipboard instead of everyone just playing together and going out, rolling the ball out and doing what they do as professional athletes. That's what I heard.
It
kind of seemed like
too many chefs.
Everybody kind of wanted too many chefs.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I get it. I mean, that's how I always think of the Redwoods too. Just especially last year, I was just like, too many players that want to be the leader of the offense, but you can't have 6 leaders who there's only one ball, right? And it like Shane's saying about the Atlas, or it might be you, Diggs, I forget, but how they're okay with their role, right?
Oh yeah,
right. Shane Smith.
Not trying to do too much. But sometimes I feel like the Redwoods are just like ISO ball. Let me see what I could do.
And that doesn't work. It doesn't work. What makes the Atlas, and I use them as a example because, in my opinion, that like they are playing quintessential, like they're playing beautiful lacrosse. In my opinion, even in the loss, I thought they were playing still beautiful lacrosse. There are 2 things that they do extremely well. They move the ball. They move the ball like nobody's business. Okay. In their 2-man game, whether it's a pick and roll or if it's a give and go, they have a lot of give and goes. Even they had one from Brian Costabile to Jeff Teat back to Brian off of a quick stick right in front of the crease. Like their movement, their ball movement and their off ball movement is just impeccable. They just know how to play. They understand their spacing really well. And it's like great pro lacrosse is what it's supposed to look like when you have 6 guys on a field that can move the ball at an extremely high level and have an extremely high IQ, and they're all playing their role. No one's trying to get theirs. They're all just like, look, we're all safe if we just play with each other, right? We don't have to be desperate to move the ball. We don't have to be desperate to be anything. And we could just play good lacrosse. And it shows. Jeff Teat, excellent player. Everything looks effortless to him. The passing, the shooting, everything is just like he's just composed at all times. He's just not worried about everything because he knows he's got people around him who can play lacrosse just as good as he can. And it's obvious, but like when there's distrust at that level, that's a killer because then you get the people who feel that same distrust feeling like, I got to do everything. It's got to be all on me. I got to score all these goals. I got to do it. He's like, nah, dude. No. All of you guys are first team All-Americans. Just move the ball, trust each other. That's it. But that's not the case for the Redwoods right now. It's unfortunate.
So there was another team that was playing besides the Redwoods in this game. So let's talk about the Outlaws. Now, Brennan O'Neill, the return of Brennan O'Neill.
I know he's going to say
I'm not saying anything ridiculous, okay? I'm not.
We'll be the judges of that.
But how are you identifying this game for Brennan? How are you identifying this game? Because
he's doing what he need to do.
Tell me how you're identifying this, actually. That's what I want to know.
Because I feel like after his last game's performance, I hate how this podcast is making me seem like a Brennan O'Neill hater when that has
I think you did that to yourself.
been the story.
You
That
did
has
that
never-
This is your fault,
No,
Scotty.
no,
This
no,
is
no,
all
no,
your
no,
fault.
no.
Exactly.
I was trying to make it. I was trying to be like, hold up, let's slow down. Because after last weekend's performance, not
I
this
didn't
one,
get it.
the last game where he had that crazy fourth quarter, people were like, I knew it. That's him. That's gonna happen like all the time. People were like expecting him to be that guy and be able to score all the time. And even you guys, when you guys were talking about the Outlaws playing against the Redwoods this weekend, you guys were like, who's gonna cover him? What's gonna happen? And he didn't have a crazy game.
You know why he didn't have a crazy game, Scotty? Because they were doubling him at 16 yards every single time he touched the ball because they watched the tape and they were like, this dude can sling it from literally anywhere on the field. If he gets 3 inches of space behind the arc, it's a 2. Because they watched the tape. He tore apart
Guaranteed.
Brett Donaldson from 2, bro, from 14 yards and out. For a
Yeah,
whole
100%.
quarter.
So did
For
Matt
a
Campbell
whole
get that
quarter. They were
Philly.
like, you know
Matt Campbell,
what?
though.
42
Look at
touched the
Matt
ball.
Campbell.
No. Clams on him. 2 people every. What about Matt Campbell? We ain't talking about him. Why are we talking about Matt Campbell?
You're giving
He not getting double. This is
Brennan
just
O'Neill
yards.
excuses right now, bro. But like, when are we gonna be like
This is so
I'm not
crazy, bro.
hating
I can't
on
believe
Brennan.
this
I am
conversation is
not
happening.
hating on Brennan, bro. But I'm just saying, like,
Conversation is happening right now.
him having 1-1 for being the best player in the world. I don't know.
Who said he was
Okay.
the best player in the
Okay.
world?
Shane,
We said he was rookie of the year. We said he's rookie of the year. And the reason I said he was rookie of the year because he was Team USA MVP. So, okay, even if I did say he's the best player in the world, he's already proven that a long time ago. All right, so
is
let's
he
just
the
get
best
that out of
player
the
in
way.
the world?
No.
No. But here's the thing. No one man can win a lacrosse game. No one man. Even
Facts.
in his breakout performance in the fourth quarter, he was not the only one to score in the fourth quarter. He still had help in the fourth quarter. Graham Bundy
Raymond and
still
Bundy
had
went
goals.
off.
Yeah. So it wasn't just him in the fourth quarter. That being said, what has to happen in order? The thing that sets Brennan O'Neill up for a killer fourth quarter is it's actually what didn't happen in the first through the third quarter. I guarantee you, I promise you this, and I wholeheartedly believe this. If Brennan O'Neill had the fourth quarter that he had in the first quarter, he would not have scored in the second, third, and fourth. He had to have had the first through third in order to get to the fourth, because then everybody else got to score around him, which let defenses to have to slide earlier to people who are already had the hot hand earlier in the game, which leaves Brennan O'Neill open. As I said, it's hard to figure out who you slide to. That being said, he is allowed, as I said at the beginning of this, no one man can win a lacrosse game. It is the better play than him having the ball and trying to just be Superman than him going out and passing the ball and being a team player. That's good. That's better lacrosse. I would prefer, even if he's the best player in the world, I would prefer for Brennan O'Neill to play team lacrosse and have his team win, which they did, rather than him be Superman. And great, we got a 13-goal performance from Brennan O'Neill, and the Redwoods win by 6. Who's happy about that besides me as a Redwoods fan? That's it. Nobody wants. I would rather see him play good lacrosse, smart lacrosse. Which is what he did. If he's getting picked up from any point and he realizes he's getting face guarded, no problem. That's great. Because my Brennan O'Neill goal and a Graham Bundy goal costs 1. Unless he's behind the arc, another 2.
I want to see Brennan O'Neill's numbers jump off the stat sheet because I know he's capable of doing it.
We all want to see that though, because that's entertainment.
Yeah, but he also didn't have to.
Yeah, but when he doesn't have to, is he playing good lacrosse? Which is exactly what he did. You watch the tape. Every time he touched the ball in dodging position, he dodged, draw a double, drew the double as far as he could, make a decision, and then made a good decision with the ball every time.
Not every time.
Sometimes that's all you need to do.
Not every time.
Okay, he had 3 turnovers on 30 touches.
And going back on the touches, that's not a good ratio. That's a turnover every touch, every 10 touches. Okay. Keep on going.
Okay.
I don't
3
think that's that
turnovers
bad.
on. It's really not that bad for somebody who's getting picked
When
up from.
you're jumping the ball on shot clocks, and that counts as a turnover.
What else are you supposed to?
Now I'm on an island defending a point right now, and I'm getting circled by you three right now. You guys okay? Listen, I'm just asking a question. If Brennan O'Neill performed to a standard, the Brennan O'Neill standard, especially after last week's performance, when he went off, and I'm like,
does Klay Thompson have to score 60 points every game for him to be Klay Thompson?
but when
part.
LeBron scores under,
Can he have a 19-point game? Is that okay?
But when LeBron scores under 20, they're like, okay, he's finally on the decline.
Michael
Jordan
never
are they right?
20.
Yes.
Michael Jordan never had less than 20 points in a game ever.
That's what I'm.
Yo, put this in Mike Terry's inbox immediately.
Oh yeah.
Mike can get the smoke here. You know what time it is, man.
Like, yeah. Did he see what I sent? I was like, yo, my GOAT got his own son drafted. Come on, son.
That's hilarious.
Shouts out to the homie, man. Shouts out to the homie. And shouts out to the people calling for nepotism too. Those kids are funny.
Like people didn't know nepotism existed in the NBA until just now.
Yeah.
Break
everywhere.
But, I wish I published the previous episodes of Stick Talk when I was on the Duke train like no other.
It's true.
And now watching me talk like this, man, life is just comes at you, bro.
Life comes at you fast.
But Bundy, your boy Bundy Diggs, bucket.
That boy's a bucket. That boy's been a bucket for a long time. It's great. It's great to see. We were talking about steals because he was a 3rd-round pick, right?
Yeah.
So is TJ Malone. 3rd rounders are kind of going off this year too. TJ Malone's a 3rd rounder. Bundy. Who else?
One of the questions.
Marcus Hudgens.
Hudgens is playing good.
I'm pretty sure one of the people asked us a question about like, which team do you think is most pissed off about not drafting Bundy?
See, that's weird though, because it's
right now the Woods.
That's an easy answer.
No, because that offense would still be stagnant as shit without.
I feel like the Owls are a good fit for Bundy. I feel like that's a really good fit for him.
Yeah, I agree.
Owls are a young team, man. Like they're gonna be straight.
You know what?
Y'all see Sam Hanley have 4 assists and no shots?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 3 shots.
He's good. Yeah. But also, like with the Graham Bundy thing, it's I don't see what the PLL. I don't look at it as what number you were drafted in terms of your position. So Graham Bundy was the 3rd midfielder taken behind Shane Knobloch for the Chaos and Jake Stevens for the Atlas. So Jake Stevens had his first game. He's their 2-way midfielder. Graham Bundy's on a 2-way midi. So I don't feel like the Atlas is looking like, oh man, we should have drafted Graham Bundy. No. Shane Knobloch.
Where was TJ Malone drafted? Where was he drafted?
He was drafted
3rd round too.
TJ Malone. Yeah, 3rd round, first pick in the 3rd by the way.
He's a dog though. He was gonna get picked. I mean, that was foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't think the Redwoods scored in. Oh, they didn't score in 2 quarters in this game.
Yeah, 2nd and 4th quarter.
Yes.
Quarters, bro.
Yeah, that's
2nd
bad.
and 4th quarter.
Don't
when we're down,
son.
When we're down, we're not going to shoot any two. We're not going to shoot any twos. We're not going to give the ball to Romar.
Yeah, and they started.
After he had an on the run too with the left hand earlier.
They started running in at the end of the 3rd.
Imagine.
They started running at the end of the 3rd, and I was like, oh, we got some momentum. But once you get a little bit of confidence, they bring you back to reality so fast, man.
It's tough.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Scotty, you said it right. You were a couple episodes ago. You were like, you cannot go scoreless in the PLL. You cannot. If you go scoreless in PLL, that's a kiss of death, and it is so right. Especially if you go scoreless in 2 quarters, now you're really in trouble. But that's if that's not a sign that you got to clean house, you got to get some new fresh blood in there.
Yeah,
like You can't do that, man. You cannot go scoreless. You got to have guys who can get a goal off, or at least get the ball into the hands of people who will make a shot and get a goal in there. Now, granted, like the Outlaws, Redwoods goalie is trash, in my opinion. He's still a good goalie, like a good goalie overall, but like in terms of the PLL, they need to get new blood in there, 100%. And I think like, oh man, I just feel like they need a clean house. Like I need to get everybody brand new.
You just want to bomb it, Shane.
Yeah, 100%.
But I have to bring it here though. When does it become a coaching thing?
Has it not?
Well, you're talking about blowing up the roster. Now I'm talking about let's bring it to another side.
It's for sure his fault. I mean, we talked about last week what a coach could do.
You can't do that because when we're talking about coaching in the PLL, it's mostly you're mostly just you're just managing egos, if anything, because like everybody else is gonna say, "Oh,
there's something to that." Though.
Last week I said you're managing. There are two things you're managing. You're managing the egos, like in the game. I missed one. You're also managing the timeouts, strategic timeouts, but you're basically managing your lineups for the week, right? So if you're managing lineups, like if you don't have a group of guys who can get the job done, like you have one practice the day before you play, right? I don't know how long your practice is. I don't know how much practice these guys need, but like maybe get guys who don't need that much practice. Like you're getting the same amount of practice as everyone else and they're able to make it happen. So I don't know. At some point you do have to look at it and go, all right, bro, these are, you wanted all these guys. You wanted all 23 of these folks right here. You picked up all 23. You made some strategic trades to get other people because you thought that these people were going to make it work for you. Right now, I still haven't seen Ricky Maison either. Still haven't seen that. We don't there was a whole documentary about the boy in the Champ Series. By the way, I thought he did well going back into lacrosse for one of the few times, right? At Pro Lacrosse after playing a year at Virginia. I don't know. At this point, just throw the kitchen sink at it. See what happens. Because right now, it ain't looking good.
Well, Cole cursed and IDA didn't address for this game. Two people we thought we would never see not dressing for us. So who knows what they're trying to do next. But this whole podcast can't just be about the California. So let's go to the last one. Water Dogs versus the Chaos. Water Dogs win this one 10-6. Kind of funny how they win their first game when they get a FOGO.
We called that.
I told you.
Funny as a FOGO didn't really do much though.
but I said this last episode. I said,
yeah, he said he didn't have to do much.
They don't, they don't even just make it 30 to 40%, man. And he went 8 for 18. So,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure the number we said was like 30%. Like if you can get someone that goes 30%, they'll win a game. My man went 44%, and they won by 2 possessions.
Yeah, it's true.
Win.
And Chaos had a scoreless fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna be paying attention to that because I think that's a really interesting point. Like, you really cannot go scoreless.
Carolina
Water Dogs defense.
Water Dogs went on a 6-1 run to end this game. 6-1, and whatchamacallit. But this game's funny because the last goal of this game was with 8 minutes and 34 seconds left in the fourth, which is crazy in the PLL. I feel like there's a goal every 3 minutes, but 8 minutes, 34 seconds left. And I saw Dan Aresti had tweeted something that said Jules Henningberg hasn't missed the net yet.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I did see him tweet that.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what that seems like. That's
I thought you had a jersey comment coming. So
I mean, I missed the opportunity because you beat me.
One shot, one goal.
Yeah. Wow.
I like the chaos roster though.
I do too.
I like what Towers did with a bit of a quasi rebuild.
They got a little something. They got a little like, I don't know, they got a little swagger, a little spice to them.
Swagger and arrogance.
Yeah.
Little je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, they got a little something to them.
You guys are talking about the chaos, right?
Like they won.
They played well. Like they didn't just finish a game with six
goals.
And
I still like them.
And
I still like them.
Yeah, we can talk about the Water Dogs did what the Water Dogs did. They played defense. Kieran Mercado is that boy. St. John, shout out St. John's University.
Been that boy.
Like this cook. Yeah, because I don't even think it was just a face off. It was Dylan Ward played well, 66% save percentage. Again, same we talked about. You know how to win every face off. 44%. That's not. I mean, it's not great because you want your
Jack Hanna's back.
Yeah,
wasn't that Jack Hanna's first game, Justin?
Yeah. It was his. Yeah, it was
3 points.
Getting healthy because that's their team. They're one of those. What you were talking about, Shane, with the Redwoods problem. They got the everybody eats mentality. They play great defense. Like I love Ben Rando because he's like one of those dudes where it's like, I'm not gonna do anything super spectacular that you're gonna be talking about. It's gonna go viral. I'm just gonna play good defense. Liam Burns, I'm gonna take the ball away a couple times. Marcus Hudgens, they had gotta have my obligatory Syracuse. Proud of somebody from Syracuse. Got to be on the podcast every time. He's been playing well. That's my steal when we were talking about steals earlier. And if they're around, that's just what they do. And now it's like, okay, now the Word Dogs, it's like, okay. Because they were the team that, even though they hadn't won, we were talking about the worst teams, like, I never was like, they're going to be terrible this year. They just find ways to win. They had their recipe.
Even Mikey said earlier, he said Water Dogs are a face-off man away from being 3-0. Like, I couldn't agree more with that statement. It's just like, you get one key piece and you're good to go. Like, and there were like they had so many offensive weapons that it's like it's almost insane that all 3 games were 1 goal. But it makes sense because they were. I mean, Kieran McCardle and Mikey Sowers are what was the term you used back in the day, dude? The bunk bed brothers. They were sitting there like
the bunk bed boys.
Yeah. They really that's how they play, bro.
Yeah,
they straight up play like that. Because you like it's like Mikey Sowers is constantly looking for Kieran McCardle, and he's always in the right spot. And he is a bucket. If he gets this ball, like it feels like it's almost guaranteed to go in. You still shot 28%, which isn't amazing, but he's still. I feel like if he gets the ball,
he don't take bad shots.
I'm panicking if I'm on defense.
McCardle does not take bad shots.
No, so
Ricardo's that guy. Man.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good.
Good, and I do like the Water Dogs roster a whole lot with him, Connor Kelly, Sowers. Yeah, that's like a trifecta right there. So, that's it. Yeah, I like the Water Dogs. I can see them going far. I think So, who's the best team in the PLL right now? Are you still going with Atlas? Is that still the easy answer?
Yeah. It's too obvious.
And I think we're all gonna agree with who's the worst team in the PLL right now.
Yeah, it's the Redwoods. It's the Redwoods.
We can clip that part.
Okay.
Yeah. So Drew Carter, don't come for us next time talking about the Chirp Snakes.
Because that video made me took me like 50 minutes to make. So I'm glad I don't have to make it again.
Hey, we were right when we said it though.
Okay. So this is what I want to do with you guys.
Exactly.
Right now let's talk about lacrosse, but not talk about like the X's and O's of lacrosse. Let's talk about like personality wise. So I want you guys to draft out 3 PLL players that you'd want to have at your lunch table. Okay. Now, Brian, are you the oldest? I think you're the oldest.
Yeah.
All right. So since Brian is 39, Diggs is 38, you could get your first pick right now.
I'm 38. You crazy.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, who's 39? I'm like, where?
That's crazy.
I was like, Black don't crack, but let me find out Brian's 39.
I'm right now. I'm not 39, but yeah, I'm a wonderful looking 39-year-old if I was 39. First, if I'm drafting, actually no, we were just talking about it. My guy, Karen McCardell. I'll draft him first.
You would draft Karen McCardle? Why? You want to talk to another former teacher?
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what I was about to say. I was like, as a former teacher who's retired and out the game, yeah.
Talk about how much you guys hate kids.
I feel like he would just be funny, yeah. Because the funny thing is, like, I'd be that person where if I was talking to a professional athlete that wouldn't talk about their sport, because I'm like, that's a dude where I'm just like, yeah, we just kick it, and you know, Scotty, like when you're around other teachers, you just have stories where it's like I can't vent to anybody else but you because you get it.
Okay, all right.
So simply because of that, yeah, and yeah, he seems like a good dude, man.
Diggs, you go.
We're doing a draft style.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my first answer was Trevor Baptiste because he's like the funniest dude to be around. He's the dude at the lunch table that got everybody laughing. 100%.
Absolutely, bro. He is a pleasure to be around. He's hilarious, man. He's always been like that too.
Truly funny. Yeah, truly funny dude.
Shane, go ahead.
I think I gotta go Jules Heningberg. I feel like if we're at the lunch table, we're just gonna be talking so much trash about any and everything. I feel like he's just one of those people. Like if I start to take a pencil and start making a beat, he's gonna make a freestyle about something stupid that's happening in front of me.
Jules gonna rap?
I don't know, bro. I just feel like
we can say be good. We just say you try.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a curveball here, and somebody I really mess with. I just love listening to him talk. I'm gonna go with Colin Squires.
Yes.
Colin Squires, bro.
He might have been my number 3 pick. I got a good number 2 pick.
I remember Colin. I love listening to Colin talk about airports and just like his thoughts on he's one of those people that you don't even have to respond to. He just like you just listen to him and you'll be like, oh yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Brian.
I'm gonna throw another curveball too. So you said Squires. I'm gonna say Mike Messenger.
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
And I'm gonna say Mike Messenger because we're talking about the school table. Because Mike Messenger takes me as the dude everybody had that friend when you were in high school that like always wanted to fight somebody. And it's like, yo, bro, chill. Chill. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. They always want to stand up. You got to calm them down.
They always want to stand up.
See, Shane would be begging on the table, and Mike would be like, yo, son, you want to go over there? Like, nah, chill, bro. Chill. They just rapping, bro. Chill. Like, you need someone that always wants to smoke on your squad. And I just feel like Mike Messenger's that dude.
All right, Diggs.
Cole Curse.
All around nice guy.
Just an all around nice guy, dude. You gotta have the nice guy. That's good conversation at the table. Get random topics started. Never got beef with nobody.
Said people you want to have lunch with, bro, not people you want your daughter to bring home.
I'd have lunch with Cole Curse.
I'm just messing with you. Nah, he's a good dude, as everyone is in the Curse family is. I was debating on making my list strictly Jersey guys, but I was like,
I hate that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Shane Knobloch, Ross Scott, and Connor Kirst. That'd be my list. All right, go ahead. Shane.
I think I gotta go with Grant Ament.
Right.
I feel like Grant Ament would tell me something that would make me like, oh, man, I really should get on that. You tell me something I got.
You got some knowledge on you?
Yeah, I feel like you would just say, hey man, have you thought about doing this? And I'll be like, you know what? I haven't, Grant Ament. I really got to think about that. That's a good point. You know what? I should max out my 401k. That's a good point, man.
I can't believe I haven't done that yet.
Damn. Like I learned something from him, man.
That's funny as hell.
I'm surprised. I am actually so surprised nobody said this one yet, but I got to go with Mike Sisselberger.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I every time I'm with Mike, I work a lot of camps with him. He's just one of those guys with good energy the whole time, and he's also hilarious and makes fun out of nothing. And that's the type of guy I want around. All right, Brian, your last pick.
So you gotta have somebody again to laugh to make you laugh at the table. My last pick would be Ian McKay. Same for the same reason. For the same
You
reason.
got jokes.
Yeah, because he's just gonna make you laugh. And I'm like, dude, I want to just talk to me about these cleats and Pac-Man. What happened, Brit? What happened, fam? I just want to sit back and listen. Let him tell you what happened.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a different pick. Wasn't expecting
Yeah.
that. Go ahead,
I can
Jake.
see it coming. I gotta give it to Romar. Romar's another one of those dudes. Because Romar is funny because he grabs random jokes out the air, just like says random funny stuff, and his brain's just all over the place with like funny stuff to talk about. And him and Trevor in the same room is a lot. So like having Romar and Trevor at the same table, yeah, that'd be really funny.
Okay, Shane.
So at my table, I got Jules, right? Because I feel like we would just be talking just crazy trash, right? And I got Grant, right? Because I feel like I learned something. But here's the problem: if I'm going off and we going off on somebody, I need like muscle, right? So I got to get Graham Hossack just to hang out. I'd be like, hey, bro. Hey, don't let nobody come to this table, and if they do, I need you to handle because hey, if we're gonna be talking trash, I need somebody to handle ready to scrap because we're for sure getting disrespectful. We're for sure getting disrespectful. So yeah,
you need to do with the Black Forces, sit there, eat a Subway sandwich with one hand like that.
You always need one. You always need one. You can't be out here talking crazy, just like expecting nothing to happen. 100%. So I got Graham Hossack just kind of hanging out. He's not even seated at the table. He's just standing up, just like this.
See, that's why I had Mike Messenger tell you need one on the squad, man.
Hey, don't let me mess around, get up on a shiesty, bro.
Yo,
you know what?
Y'all making me rethink my picks, man.
Hey, Grandma's like in a shiesty, bro. I'm literally leaving. I'm on a plane, brother. I'm out.
Man. I'm between two people right now. But I think I'm gonna have to go with damn. I'm gonna go with Mikey Sowers. Go with Mikey Sowers, man. Go Birds.
That Philly accent.
Go Birds. Go Birds.
Now a new segment, last one of the night, because I'm sure you guys got other things to do tonight.
Oh, we do?
I got In-N-Out to go get. So
Ew, overrated. But
what you mean?
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I just had In-N-Out.
No, that's going in the list of things we need to talk about. Drake. We need to talk about Drake. We need to talk about In-N-Out. You ain't gonna be playing with my name like that. Go ahead.
Okay. So I asked a lot of our followers on TikTok to ask us some questions. We got a lot of good responses too, some inappropriate ones too. But
nice.
I'm gonna ask the appropriate ones, okay? Now, Brian Downs asked us what needs to be done to fix the woods. Brian, you can just go to Coach Shane's soliloquy and he'll answer
100%.
that one.
100%.
But this,
20 minutes about it.
This question,
but you're wrong.
This question's about me, but I feel like Shane might be able to answer this. Lorito Bandito asked, could Scotty score in a PLL game?
Can Scotty score in a PLL game? What does Scotty think? First of all, before I go, what do you think?
Yo, okay. I while I was writing it down, I was like, let me, what am I going to say about this? So this is what I'm going to say about this. Okay. As a competitor, I would be like, hell yeah, I can score. Just give me the ball and I'm shooting. I'm Matt Campbell, essentially. Just give me a step down and I'm going to go in the net. Okay.
Here you go.
Now, as a bettor, I'm betting the under if the line was a half. Okay, I'm
That's
betting
crazy.
okay.
This guy's I'll play, but I want my money back. I'll play the game.
Don't hold me to it though.
Yeah, like I went scoreless in some can games, bro. What you mean? Can I score in a PLL game?
That's
so stupid.
I mean, that's
Actual.
that one.
You know what? I say Scotty could score. You know what? I believe in you, brother. I believe that if you decided to get a bucket or two, you could. I think I think you going down the alley, right to left split, on the run, jump shot, top left, top right corner. Nah. But nah. But
ain't doing all that.
He ain't doing all that. But I think, you got 5 MVPs on one side of the field, and all the defenders are worried about them, and then they pass to you up top. You for sure hitting that thing. For sure hitting that thing. Don't go high though.
Yeah, I'm putting that thing on the ground, dog.
Yeah, I don't know, baby.
Bounces
As
go.
overhand as possible. I need the craziest form you've ever seen in my life. Just that's what I need.
And maybe they should let me like just suit up. I mean, the Redwoods, you said throw the sink. Shoot, I'm the sink.
You the sink. Let that boy go, man. Get that boy in the player pool right now.
Scotty Royce, you're 6'1".
Scott Royce is 6'1". Come on. Corin 22 said, "Is Alex Stathakis the reason this dog snapped the losing streak?" Quick answer.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say yes.
I'm gonna say yes because Alex Stathakis on the Water Dogs is undefeated. All right, without him, they're 0-3. Okay, and Kyle Perry said, "Is this Denver Outlaws rookie class the PLL? Is this Denver Outlaws rookie class the best PLL single team draft class we've ever seen?"
It
might be
required.
Yeah.
That's in recent memory.
You sure it's not better than Atlas's draft 2 years ago? When they picked up 2 goals in their first 3 picks.
Oh, see. Yeah, that was last year.
Or last year?
Yeah, you weren't rocking with that.
You were not rocking
with that. They did pick up Benediction, though.
They did pick up Xander.
It's tough. It's a hard question to answer. But yeah, I think I agree. I mean, I think anytime you pick up Brendan O'Neill too, it's gonna be
O'Neill, Zawada, Bundy.
O'Neill, Zawada, Bundy. Yeah.
That's a pretty good class.
Weirman. On top of you already had Hanley. And
Weirman.
Yeah. It's good. Weirman on waivers. They already had Hanley. They don't really count, but I mean it's up there.
And that's it. Remember, guys, if you want to make our game day rosters, all you have to do is interact with the boys on Twitter, Instagram, or on YouTube. I see a lot of you guys got your feelings hurt about it, so do something about it. All right.
It's a good idea, Scotty. I like that.
Yeah. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. All right. Boys, thanks for joining on again. We'll catch you guys later next week. Peace out.
See you.
Peace.